Hello, is this working? Can you hear me now? Look, I got a cute little mic. My best friends Jenny and Sharon got me this mic. It's so cute. I love it. Okay, so over the past weekend, I did my 6 days of the One of a Kind show, and I think I am finally back to normal. Well rested, I'm cleaned up, and I am ready for my next project. I'd like to thank my ADHD for my hobby jumping tendencies. So once I get sick of a hobby, I just move on. That's why I have so many different things that I do, and my whole brand is about DIY because it just encompasses pretty much everything I can make. And yeah, I just have to do that. I'm so sick of Jesmonite. You'll probably not see me make Jesmonite for a while because I just lost the joy. Like, I can't touch it anymore. I'll probably come back to it if I find a cool mold. Keep you posted. All in all, I think I had such a great experience. My first One of a Kind show. Everyone was super pleasant. They're super kind and accommodating, and like the whole process, even though it was so overwhelming, it was not bad. Like, once you start reading all the documents, and there is a lot, but once you get to know everything, it really isn't that bad. You just have to learn to like tackle one thing at a time, and you don't overwhelm yourself because there is a lot. So there are a few things I really wanted to talk about. If you are interested in applying for the OOAK show, here are my hot tips on how to prepare for yourself and prepare for this event and this like launch, I guess, of your business. Starting off with the show, you can sign up for 5 days or 6 days or the full 11 days. I just couldn't commit to the 11, so I did 6, but there are some pros and cons I found between the 5 and the 6. First of all, I feel like based on like the media coverage that happens, most of it happens at the first 5-day mark. That is when a lot of influencers, social media personnel, news, all of that happens at the first 5 days. So if that's your thing, like, make sure you consider the 5 days over the 6 days. And I found that a lot of the vendors that I just, passed by have like big brand vibes, big business vibes. So everything looks super professional and good for them, but I feel like it just loses the whole like arts and craft community appeal, like that small business vibe. I think that's the reason why my booth probably stood out, because I handmade everything and it just had such a small business vibes, and I think a lot of people are like looking for that small business, right? And I want to talk about like your booth. So if you do the 6 day like I did, you are setting up at 4 a.m. in the morning, like on the day of. So keep that in mind. You really have like 6 hours to like set up your booth, set up everything, and be ready to sell at 10 a.m. So if I were to do this again, I would probably do the 5 day, because you really have like 2 days ahead to set up everything, prepare everything, and you're not like fighting for time and fighting with sleeps. With OOAK, there's a lot of competitions. Like I said, there's the Evergreen competition, and there's like an anti-algorithm gift guide competition, best booth award that they give out. And so you really want to plan those things out, because those are like extra $500, $300 cash rewards that they give you, and that can go into your budget. Thankfully, I kind of broke even, but I heard a lot of vendors didn't even make sales. So just keep that in mind, because this is not like a $200 pop-up day. It is like thousands of dollars a day kind of thing. The next thing I want to talk about is lighting. The company really pushes for you to look into really good lighting, because the entire venue will dim down once the show starts. So really, you have spotlights that will shine on your booth, or it may not, or you may get like the shadow side of it. So you never know what you'll get. So I recommend you looking into like the temperature of lighting, how many lights, the brightness, all of that, because with good lighting, it makes such a profound impact on how your merchandise looks and like the vibe of your booth. I really recommend you looking into all of that lighting. That's like number one. For me, I got all of my lighting at IKEA. It's called the mid-LED. It's like the underneath the cabinet lights that you can kind of like stick on. And I think 2 on each shelf was like perfect. Like in my Calyx unit, I had 1, and it was just like the perfect brightness and like the perfect temperature color. I saw some like vendors where, they were selling jewelry, but lighting temperature was so cold and blue. Like the pieces looked so cold, and unwelcoming and like kind of almost cheap. So lighting was so important. In terms of furniture, got all of my stuff through IKEA, little knickknacks on Amazon. But I want to pick up things that are like easy to build, easy to like move around, set up, and take down at the end of the day. So for my booth, I made custom ornaments like on the spot. And I'm so glad that I did because my days went by like so quick. I was making like 2 to 3 ornaments every like hour and a half. So I had something to do like at all hours. While I was like walking by some booth, I would see the girl just like on her phone, being so bored. So imagine doing that for like 8 hours. And I feel like sometimes doing nothing is just way more exhausting than doing something, having something to do. So I recommend maybe custom gifts, personalizations, do something, because if you're not doing anything, like that day is just draining. My next tip is having friends and family, like ask them for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help because you're going to need it, whether to help you set up, take down, or just be with you, just accompanying you. Like also, like if they're not coming to help you, ask them to come and just like, linger around your booth, because there was one day when all of my friends came, it like literally drew a buzz, and the crowd really, attracted other people to come and be like, "Ooh, what's going on?" Have your friends come, stand around, linger around your booth, or, talk to you or like ask you questions, because crowd attracts crowd. So yeah. Also, this whole event, I really got to physically see all the love and support from my friends. So it was just so nice and so appreciative of them. And you just feel the love. So don't be afraid to ask for that. Now on to what everyone's probably wondering about. How much did it cost and how much money did I make? Well, first of all, I would say I budgeted about like 5K to 5,500 for the entire thing, booth, furniture, lighting, insurance, cost of my materials, all to be around like 5K. And then how much did I make? Drum roll. I probably broke even, or just a little bit less than that, but like 4,900 in total. If I had probably, had my layout the way it did on the first 2 days, I think my sales would have been so much better, but lesson learned. The next question a lot of people have been asking is, will I come back? No, I don't think I'm going to come back. Unfortunately not. This to me was for fun. Like, this to me was, hey, I need something to do. Christmas is around the corner. I need like a project. I need to do something. But for me, this was all for fun. It really was not about the money as much as I would love to have made a profit, but it really, to me, is not about the money. For me, I probably won't be coming back. It was more so of a bucket list item that I can like check off, and a dream come true kind of thing. So yeah, I probably will not come back. May help out a friend if they want to do their own thing. Like, I am not putting myself, my friends and family through all of that again. So yeah. So if you are interested in trying out one-of-a-kind show in the near future, let me know. If you have any questions, I'm always here to help, or you can DM me. I hope I can help however way I can. I'm going to continue manifesting a studio for myself and maybe some big home reno projects. Fingers crossed. And until then, catch me in the next one. Bye. Bye, Joey.